Hello guys, it's Sam here. We're investing with Sam. Have I got a video for you today? It's another company I bought over the last 2 weeks. I've been buying more companies, adding them into my portfolio. So this is just another company that I've added shares into, that I've added to my portfolio. I really don't know right now if I want to do a short-term swing trade with this or a long-term. I would prefer to do a long-term hold with this company. I really do think it's a good company, and there's more pros to cons, but there are some cons I want to talk about. First of all, I'll introduce it. You probably can see it on my screen right now. Smile Direct. That's the company I've added to my portfolio. Only have 204 shares, so it's not really a massive position. Um, so yeah, guys, let me just go straight into this. The reason why I bought this company. Obviously, the market cap right now I think is really cheap compared to their revenue and their earnings. I'll get into that in a minute. I'll show you their revenue, their earnings, and then that's the main reason why I bought this company, because of obviously the valuations where it's at right now. I think it's pretty cheap. Um, and obviously the revenue I think is really great. I think it's good, but there is a bit of inconsistency with the revenue and the earnings and stuff like that. I'll get into that, and then I also want to do a comparison to another company that is in the same industry as them, doing clear in Invisaligners for obviously your teeth, that have been around since 1997. They have a massive market cap and massive revenue, great earnings, and obviously just a little comparison. Obviously, there's a big difference in the comparison, but I just want to show you where Smile Direct can be in a couple of years if all goes to plan. But obviously, I do want to talk about the cons as well. There's pros and cons to this company, just as much as there are to most companies. But first of all, yeah, I want to show you the stock chart for Smile Direct. So Smile Direct. This is what mainly attracted me to this company. So it IPO'd back in 2019 around, it says here, the $20 mark. It probably was a bit higher, $25. I don't know. I'm not pretty sure on that. I'm not so sure. But yeah, since then, 63% down since their IPO, which I mean is crazy. Like, yeah, and I think there's a loads of reasons why that's happening. I think that their earnings is very inconsistent. I don't think COVID helped them. Um, Comparing to the company Invisalign, their revenue was definitely affected by COVID as well. So in the whole industry as a whole, I think most companies were affected last year in the whole CV situation that happened. I said that word, it's not good. I'm not probably going to get a lot of views for saying that word, but oh well, the algorithm will probably mess my video up. But yeah, so make sure you like and subscribe if you could. That'd be much appreciated. Um, but yeah, so guys, obviously the revenue has been affected by that whole CV situation, but it is what it is. Uh, and obviously, another thing that I want to bring up is that the company, the CEO, founder, I'm hearing a lot that they are selling a lot of shares to institutions, which I think is not very good. When you have a company, you want to have as much shares as you can, and much of that company yourself, so you can hold. And the main reason why you'll be holding your shares is because you know in the long term it's going to grow. So that is it's not good to see when you see that. But I think the industry still has a lot of growth ahead of it. I feel like as the new generation grows up and they start working, start making money, earning money from their job or whatever, they will invest in this because it is obviously another option that you can have to get your teeth done. Most people generations right now, younger generation, they're on Instagram, they're on social media, they want to look good, they want their teeth to be nice, clean, um, pearly white. They want them to be straight. It's a lot of people are quite they feel embarrassed to show their teeth, because they might not be the best. So they might obviously want to go with Smile Direct. It is probably the most cheapest option there is out there. Um, so yeah, and it's very easily accessible as well, which I think is great. You can obviously book an appointment. You can go get a 3D scan done. They can set you up a program, uh, and obviously you could obviously get the stuff sent to you. There's a mold they give you, and then you can obviously do that yourself and send it off to them, and then they can obviously do the 3D scan for the clear aligners and set you up with a program. I think it's probably best to go there. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube. I have little reviews and that people's thoughts. A lot of people have said that the whole program was worth it, but there is a lot of pain. You do get a lot of pain with doing it because obviously, um, the clear aligners are obviously structured to make your teeth move about and stuff like that, which obviously is going to happen. Even if you get braces, you're still going to feel a bit of pain and stuff like that. That was probably the most downside. that there was. Obviously, seeing everyone's reviews, but most people said, the price and that is pretty good. Um, Most of the videos I watched were most of them were positive, so it did seem pretty well from there. Like I said, market cap 2.65 billion. I'm gonna get into the revenue and earnings right now. So annual revenue for 2020 was 656 million. 2019 was 750 million. So Q1 2021 is 199 million point no 199.46 million for Q1. So they're en route to possibly getting 800 mil for their revenue in 2021. Which, if that was the case, they would obviously be beating their all-time highs of 2019 earnings for their revenue, which I think is great. Like I said, 2020, I think the whole thing that happened with the CV affected their business. Um, so yeah, guys, obviously, another thing I wanted to get into, and I want to explain this to you as well. Yesterday, when I was watching a lot of videos, sorry, on Smile Direct, their reviews, and just typing in on YouTube Smile Direct, every time I was watching their videos, most of the time on the YouTube ads, it was Smile Direct. So to me, that's saying that a lot of their money expenses are being spent on advertisements and promoting. Literally on Google today, I was just on Google or whatever, doing whatever, and next thing you know, I see Smile Direct advertisements and stuff like that. The same way you're seeing advertisements right here, I was seeing Smile Direct, and yeah, so they obviously are spending a lot of money and expenses on advertisements, stuff like that. That's probably why they're not en route to profitability right now. Obviously, when they stop that, I think profitability should be um, easy for them, but they're trying to grow and expand and stuff like that, which is mostly understandable. Um, so yeah, I think right now it's just literally trying to grab as much sales and um, trying to grow as much as they can, and obviously in the future they'll start obviously focusing on their expenses and their route to profitability, which is fine. That mostly happens with small caps. I'd rather companies still try and grow, try and grab as much as the market share they can, and then obviously then focus on profitability. Um, so yeah, that's just my little thoughts on their financials and stuff like that. Like I said, I was on YouTube. I was seeing a lot of advertisements for Smile Direct. Every time I was watching a Smile Direct review or like a Smile Direct process, people explaining the whole thing. Every time, most of the time, like 7 times out of 10, I was seeing Smile Direct advertisements on the YouTube ads. So a lot of their money is getting spent on advertisements. So the other company I was talking about, this is called Invisalign. This is another company that obviously has been around much longer than Smile Direct, founded in 1997. Their revenue for 2020, I believe, is 2.472 billion. I don't think that's right. Um, let me yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, so like I said, guys, just a bit of a comparison. The company I'm comparing it to obviously has been around much longer than Smile Direct. Um, yeah, their market cap today is 48.76 billion, which you can see, guys, there's a lot of market share there for Smile Direct to possibly get into and grow. I don't know how many times you could times that by the Smile Direct market share to that. You probably make, I don't know, maybe a 10, not even a 10, maybe a 20x on that stock if you held today and when you got to that type of market share. But yeah, so yeah, this is the growth trajectory since 2001, $17. I don't know if they've had any stock splits since then, but yeah, uh, it's crazy, guys. Look at that growth trajectory. So obviously, I'm just showing you this, guys, to show you the long term position Smile Direct could be in. If they can carry on growing and doing things right, they can get into this type of position. Uh, yeah, which I think is great. Like I said, let me just compare their revenue streams. As you can see here, since 2017, 1.47 billion, 1.97 billion, 2019, 2.41 billion, and in 2020, 2.47 billion. Even this company here, you can probably see that their revenue has probably been affected. There's not much of the growth compared to these. You see right here, a lot of growth in their revenue, a lot of growth, and then this one here compared to 2019 to 2020, minimal growth. So, I just think in the whole health and well-being industry, that probably happened. Um, so yeah, and yeah, guys, that was just a quick little update to let you guys know, little update with my portfolio, what companies I'm buying, what companies I'm looking at right now. The whole market is mostly on the downtrend, so we're getting good um, prices, market valuations for companies. Another company I was looking at was Wish. I think that's at a great uh, valuation, but it's a Chinese company. It's not a lot of faith in them type of companies. So if the market cap for that keeps on going down, maybe I might invest in it. But for right now, I chose Smile Direct. I think that's a much more better option. Yeah, guys, I don't know if I'm going to do a long-term trade with it, a long-term investment, or just do a quick short trade. I haven't made my decision yet. If it keeps on going down, I'll add more shares. That's what I do. I think the market cap right now, 2.65 billion for if they can make 800 million in revenue 2021, I think, it can only keep on growing from there. I hope that they can make that revenue this year. I'm not too bothered on their earnings, their route to profitability. I don't think that's really matters right now, as long as they can keep on growing their revenue. And obviously in the future, maybe 4 or 5 years down the line, we can start talking about that. But for now, I'm happy with where they are. I obviously want them to keep on going down so I can grab more shares. So yeah, guys, other than that, guys, please like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on Smile Direct. Yeah, so I own Smile Direct now, Volta Charging, which is it hasn't done its merger yet. SPAC is SNPR. Check that video out if you want. Blink Charging, EVgo, Hims and Hers, and Canoe. They're the companies I'm owning right now in my portfolio. And yeah, guys, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and yeah, peace.